Don't be scared. You hold on. Come on, man. Call that your boy, man. Yes, Lord.
I'm like, if you don't know by now, let's get it understood. I don't know what y'all on, but I wish a nigga would. What you ain't heard that I'm the gas man. We funky like the trash can. Smoke the pound to the last gram. I'm like, still high from the kush I smoked last night. Wake up, get it going, still blowing like some bagpipes. Fast life, got my cash right in the weed so gas. They looking for me in the daytime with a flashlight. Like top ramen, I'm coming with the pack on me. Split your noodles if you ever turn your back on me. I'm getting money with everybody in my faculty, and way too real to be starting up some rapper beef. All I want is blue cheese, keep the salad dressing. Dripping sauce like them niggas out in Dallas, Texas. Want the world to see how them boys in Cali flexing. Work it out, got the trap doing calisthenics. If you don't know by now, let's get it understood. I don't know what y'all on, but I wish a nigga would. What you ain't heard that I'm the gas man.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Chop It Up Barbershop Talk. It's your host, Annie B. Cuttin, and I'm here with my guest host.
Yes. It's a girl, Big Shirley, in the building. Thanks for having me, Annie.
Yeah. I appreciate you for coming. You know, you guys give a little, prayer up and everything like that to my home girl, Milky Media.
Yeah.
You know, she's going through something with her baby right now. You know, this COVID-19 stuff is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It's a situation out here, man. You got to be careful out here.
You really do.
Yeah.
You really do.
But what you think about Young Jeezy and his new wife? You know what I'm saying? What's her name? Jen?
You know what? As a black woman that feels like it's so many black women out here that need black men. Mm-hmm. You know, when I first seen it, I was like, what? But to actually see their chemistry and to actually see them together,
right,
and to see how happy they make each other,
right,
you know, you can't really be mad at that,
right?
You know,
they do look good together, though.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta respect it.
Yep. And see, when I was looking at some stuff on that today, I was like, okay, I like their little couple and everything like that. You know how the reason why I'm saying black lady or whatever like that is because the comment that was made or whatever, it kind of like hit on, black women. So it was like, I'm like, as a black woman, when I seen this quote, like before I even read it, it was like, oh, they look good together. I'm kind of like happy that they are together because they were dealing with each other underneath the wraps for a minute. Then they came out and then they started really dating. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, that was tight. He really stuck with this girl, and it's kind of different for a guy to stick with a girl so long.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what race she was. It didn't matter what she was into or whatever. So I'm like, I'm happy for them. But girl, when I read this quote,
let me tell you.
When I tell you I read this quote, it kind of like tripped me out because it was like, why do they do that to us? You feel me? They like put this little stereotype on black women.
They do.
But let me get into this quote and let me tell you what the quote said. If y'all can hear or listen, matter of fact, I'm gonna let the guy say it and I'll let y'all hear it. So this is what the quote was said. Okay, and then we're gonna get into this little topic. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear it. I gotta put it to the mic, I guess, right? Okay, here you go.
Yeah. I seen this post that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I just want to address it real quick. This thing says, "I'm proud of you, my boy, and she is beautiful. Asian and Hispanic women have a level of loyalty that most black women wouldn't understand." And then I seen someone commented, share the post, and says, "Time to date outside my race." Listen, I have nothing against.
What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? And the crazy thing is, as a black woman, I'm looking at them like they look good. But then when I read it, I'm like, why they gotta put us in a box, you know?
Yes.
That's just something they do. You know, it's for a very long time. It's always been the black girls and the white girls, or the black girls and the Hispanic girls and the black girls and the Asian girls. They compare us. They don't say Mexicans and Asians or the Mexicans and the whatever. They do. They
just put
compare
us,
us to everything.
I be
You know what I'm
tripped
saying?
out.
And it's not fair. But you know, hey.
Yeah,
You know?
but from us as black women, we are rooting for Jeezy and his new wife. We put it up in the air, y'all. Like,
Yeah, shout out
have a
to
great,
Jeezy,
have a great marriage. Be out there, be successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay true to that woman, Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Because she know you like spicy food and all that shit. She be making you all kind of different shit.
And that's
With
the
the
funny
Asian
thing.
twist.
To see her talk about him, you can see her
She just light up.
She lights
Right,
up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And she's energized. You know, she's into everything she's
Yes,
saying.
yes.
So a man that makes a woman feel like that is like, you gotta, if you hate that, you gotta hate yourself.
Yeah.
To be mad at love. You
Right.
know? So.
And then, like, even for a twist, like, you remember Future dating Sierra, right?
Right.
You see how different she was.
Yeah.
And then now she dating Russell, what is the name? Russell
Right.
Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
I feel like she leveled up.
She totally leveled up, but it's like, he's black, she black. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, what happened with that? You feel what I'm saying? Why was no difference and no conversation with that? Because at the end of the day, it was two black people who found love and they look good together. They got a real
Right.
cool family. You get what I'm saying?
Those things don't get promoted in media.
Right.
You don't hear about
Right.
that.
You get
Yeah.
messy shit like this, just downgrading, you know what I'm saying?
Black
the
women.
yeah.
But that's promotion. That's gonna get more attention.
Right.
From
You see we
people.
talking about it today.
Yeah, you know,
see
it's gonna get, you know, us talking and us, you know,
Yeah.
saying what we want to say. other
ruffling
than-
our feathers.
Yeah.
That's some
you
real
know?
stuff, but I really like their relationship. I hope they, you know, be successful and everything like that. But like, what is your views on what was said though? Like, you know, do you really think that Hispanics and what they say Asian women have, we would, well, as black women, we wouldn't understand this type of loyalty? Because I think that's kind of like a slap in the face, because as black women, we is loyal to a fault. You get what I'm saying? It's like so hard to see how loyal we are as women. Like, goodness, I guess do you think because we are boisterous with our loyalty, you know what I'm saying, that's why we probably not getting? What do you think?
I think that the problem any individual will have is somebody not being as equally as loyal to them.
Right. It's about
Right.
loyalty.
As you know, like
Right.
it's not a balance right there.
Right.
So you know, you might be putting in more than that other person.
Right.
Yeah, and that's when everything go bad.
That's when it go bad. When you feel like I'm giving too much.
That's when it
Yeah.
go
They not
bad,
giving
because
enough.
when everything is not equal, and you know,
Yeah,
Now-
but I'm saying, like, how do you know, like, you know how you be with somebody, like, as African American, well, as black women or whatever, you think you with a solid dude. You see what I'm saying? You think you with somebody that's like really about
But
you.
I feel like any race is like that.
Yeah, and
Any
so
race would feel like that, you know? Like,
Yeah.
no matter if you feel like there's somebody about to ride for me, then you gonna
you
give it all.
yeah. And then why is it, I mean, my whole thing is like, why is it such a big, you know, a no for black men to be like, oh, this is the one I'm about to marry, and I'm not gonna compare her to whatever they state it is, or I'm not gonna, you know, judge on this behalf, because I feel like a lot of black men, it's like in black culture, they down their women more than I see in Hispanic culture, in Asian culture. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I've never really heard too many white men be like, man, that trashy ass white girl. I never really seen too many Asian men.
I have.
You see, but I see, but I'm not too
But
around
if
too
you're
many
around
white.
those people,
Yeah.
then you hear
Yeah.
it. You got to be around that kind of culture.
Right.
So, you know, it's ghetto Asian people.
Yeah.
It's
It
good
really
Asian
is.
It is, because I got
But
some
you
homies
know
used
what?
to be on
Listen
it.
to me. It's
Right.
a ghetto in every culture.
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
It
It's a
is.
ghetto everywhere.
Right.
You know,
but it
so-
seems like
People-
we're the highest. We are more stereotyped more.
Yeah, because this is what you see on TV the most. Those, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
our-
you see a ghetto Chinese man, it's gonna become funny. It's not gonna become.
You think so?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll become a joke.
Oh
Like,
yeah, because you don't really see that in the norm as him being somebody that is an aggressor, or you see him as somebody who's doing something like in the physical matter as much as you do as on African American people. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, I feel that. And that's a serious thing. That's like television itself, you know, poses this certain type of energy on people.
Yep.
And then you sit out here and you know, depict who these people are due to what you seen, what you heard, things like that, but you were really never encountered these people personally.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, I mean, because I've done that before. Look at somebody like, oh man, that nigga look like he about to murder us. You know what I'm saying? Let's walk on the other side of the street.
And then you know what? Sometimes them be the sweetest people.
Yeah.
You know, and then I've come across women who have this look on their face, and they be looking so hard, and it's like, damn. But when you really get to know them, it's like, oh, you're actually a sweet girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like you was really in your thoughts on your
like,
face.
Baby girl, you need to start smiling. You know, you need to start smiling, baby.
Yeah. And that's what I seen. I seen another quote that stated, people who wasn't raised on love shouldn't date people who were raised with like kind of like issues. Do you think that's true?
Wait, say it again.
It's pretty much like people who are raised on love shouldn't date people who weren't raised on love.
Right. No, that's true, because a person like me who come from love, you know, I have a really good mom.
Right.
You know, I have a really good family.
Right.
And then when you come across men who have mental issues with their mom or with their dad, or, you know, just family issues, just period, it causes, it's toxic. Because they don't really know how to be a real man to you, I don't think.
How long does it wait for you to figure that out?
Oh.
You know what? To be honest with you, I've been in like 3 relationships, like serious relationships. So I can say my first relationship was the most one when I was like, I was kind of like lost into everything he was doing though. You know what I'm saying? I like the gangster in him. You feel what I'm saying? I like what he was doing at a certain point in time. And then it was like, I started realizing when I seen other females, that's when I started to realize. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was so green to it because I was so trapped into the lifestyle. It was like super cool. Yeah. I had he was a guy that was like, if anything happened like wrong, he was gonna buy everything for me. Right, I was gonna have money for you for whatever. But it was like I was young too, and I was like, you know what? This nigga trash. He got like 4 girls on the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, nigga, what are you doing, bro? But I was so lost into it because
you
I was
were
the only
blinded.
one. No, I was the only one that was able to be at the house. I knew his mama the most. I knew his brothers. I knew like where his surroundings, and I felt like, you know, that
you was like at the top of the list.
Thought she was the one. She was the one. She thought she was.
But
the one.
He had like trap females, you know. But I was young though, and he had like these trap females.
Thought she was the one.
These trap females who be like, she would be doing shooting for the nigga or robbing for the nigga.
Everybody had a role.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody played their part.
Everybody played their part in this scenario. So it was like, at that point, I was like 19, and like, 18 or 19. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is totally not for me. You feel what I mean?
This ain't the type of life I want for myself.
No, it's not. It's not the life I want. And it was like, I was saying to myself, like, damn, dude, why did it take so long for me to realize that, though? But, you know, I've been in a relationship now for a long time, so I haven't found anything in him that made me feel like, you know.
Well, no, you at a point now where it's like, that's it. The whole waiting period and all that, trying to figure shit out is already over.
Yeah. But what for you? What is it for you?
I feel like once you go through real situations with somebody.
Yeah, that's real. That's
and
really
what do
real.
you consider a real situation? Because a lot of people, this is what I see a lot of people go through.
What?
They don't live together, first of all. And they go through real situations, meaning like, my nigga, they don't live together, but she busting out this nigga windows. He coming over here going crazy on this dude, and you got a situation where he got a baby and you looking like,
that's not a relationship.
But
that
y'all
don't sound
together,
like a relationship.
That's being crazy.
Yeah,
but see, but
sound like some
it's
other
people,
shit.
but it's people like that because
about a relationship.
But no, but it's relationships like that because people don't, you know, some people don't live together today, and it's today's era. A lot of people don't have their own house. And then when they do, these dudes find a girl with a house. She living nice. Mm-hmm. She invites you in.
Yeah,
now you take over her shit.
You taking over her
now
shit.
Now he over there watching all the cable,
taking out the trash,
drinking all the Capri Suns,
drinking all the Capri Suns,
and y'all in a relationship. You know,
he up at night making cereal.
She eating snacks from your kids and everything.
All the fruit snacks and all the Capri Suns.
And at the end of the day,
no, he gotta go. He gotta go.
So
but the thing is,
on your
But no, but this is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Today's modern day, today's
Jody.
relationships, it's a lot of Jody and Yvette relationships cracking right now.
Yeah.
And people don't think they in a relationship. Like, how you not in a relationship, but you went over there and took the girl car and you over here with Sandra? Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like confused, because is it a try me type of shit? What's going on today? You know? And it's a lot of black on black relationships like that, but then when they find that,
all until that nigga Rodney come home.
you feel me? And then look, or all until he finds Sarah. You feel what I'm saying? And once Sarah got the bag, and you done fucked over, you know what I'm saying, Sheree. You feel me?
Yeah.
You with the bag and you got a whole baby now. You doing good.
Man.
You know, you living your life. You like, bitch, you done fucked over Sheree. She's still in the projects, bitch. And she fucked up.
Sheree.
You feel me? That's some
And then
real
left,
shit.
and now you happy.
You feel me? That's some real shit. And then you end up with like a paternity court type of situation. Like, motherfucker.
No, that's all bad. That's all
But that's
bad.
why I say I be confused on these relationships today, because I be saying to myself, like, what is it? Because like they said, you know, he found his woman, he got married to her. For sure. But you got something to say about how black women are. Are y'all trying to marry them? You know, I haven't seen too many men try to, you know, be like, this is the one I'm about to marry, she black. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. You know, without a situation.
I don't know. I just think right now, in the time right now, is the times are changing, and at this moment, a lot of people are for themselves. You know, men have programmed themselves to just, you know, think for themselves. You know, a lot of men are not trained, and that's when it comes to having a good family and learning how to be responsible for others, and being okay with having a responsibility, because having a girlfriend or having a boyfriend, it is it's a responsibility,
and you got to take accountability.
You know, it's really a responsibility. So it comes to,
and you gotta see. I see a lot of stuff going on today where a lot of men and women don't take accountability of their action. It's like, we can go head to head. You can say the wrongs of your partner, but when your partner get at you, you ain't acceptable to that shit. You be looking like, oh, what you talking about? What you talking about?
Yeah.
But it's like, bro,
they not taking
how come I can
criticism.
be grown and say this, and you can't be grown and say what you did wrong? Why I gotta argue you down?
Look, there it is, a man and a woman thing, you know, because it's for.
Well, I see some men.
It's a man and a woman thing.
But see, I see some men when men do it. This is what I be saying to women. When men do it, make sure we can take it, because some men are harsh as fuck. Okay, when I say harsh, they tell you straight up.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking with you. I don't fuck with you like that, and you just this and you just that. And you looking like, I wasn't expecting you to tell me that today. You see what I'm saying? But we went in.
No,
you
but
feel me?
listen to me. You also got some that'll look at you and tell you, I'm not fucking with you. And then 20 minutes later,
they fucking with you.
texting, talking about, do you mind? Can I come see you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's,
you know,
contradicting themselves.
Yeah, men are men.
But that's our fault too, because we allow them to constantly come back in. You know what I mean? So like, say this, Cam. Say you got a girl, we talking or whatever, and I'm like, well, fuck you. You like, well, fuck you too. And I'm like, hey, baby, can I come see you? Would you let me back in? You know what I'm saying? Depending on the status of the, and that's what it is. It's a lot of adults, and you know, it's a lot of children in adult bodies today, thinking they're making adult decisions,
right?
And at the end of the day, we end up with a whole child.
People not thinking about the consequences of their actions.
Right. We end up with a childlike situation.
Now, your consequences is going to affect a whole lot of people. It's not just you.
Right.
So when you make a decision, you got to think it's affecting all the people around
you.
Now, yeah, if you're the type of person, you in a relationship already and you got kids and all of that, and then you going to make a conscious decision to do something wrong, then yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, you totally fucked. You totally fucked. But see, I see a lot of people who they get in relationships for no reason. They really do.
But like I said, if people are willing to meet on a certain level and say, okay, yeah, I fuck with you, we have an understanding of each other, you know, shit ain't so bad, we can fuck, just a partnership, we fucking good, if we're gonna make our shit, it's like, yeah, so people have reasons to be in a relationship,
right?
You know, but I feel like you said, some people just build a relationship on, okay, you had a couple hot moments and now you say I like you, now I want to be with you, but it's like now once your shit run dry, what's gonna happen?
Right.
You know, like once that passion is gone, what's gonna come next?
Right. And that's what goes back to that what were we saying earlier, that dating show we was talking about. What is it called? Love is blind.
Love is blind.
Yeah,
Love is blind.
Yeah, but see, my thing is love really blind? Because I feel like some of these people, for real. Well, 'cause this is one of my things. It was more like, I believe love is blind only considering the fact that we meet random people every day, right? You meet a random person every single day.
That's right.
And you build up a communication with them. You build up a conversation with them, and then you figure out if you like them or not. I mean, that's blind as fuck. You know, regardless if you met him at the club, regardless if you met him on the street, wherever, it was super blind until it ain't like you just jumped into it, you know? You had to meet that person. And that's why I'm like, shit, even though it took overtime to love that person, it was more like, nigga, you didn't know that motherfucker? You didn't know him. You didn't know her. So, in reality, it really is blind to me. You know what I mean? If I put it in that point.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, you come, it come to a point where you meet somebody and you just feel like at that moment, you know, like, dang, I'm feeling this person.
Yeah.
You know, I can deal with this.
Yeah.
And then what you decided to deal with, you know, you spend some time, you invest time, and then here comes something else you got to figure out can you deal with.
Well, tell me this. Say you got this like rich ass guy, like you met him on the street, whatever. Y'all met in a club or something like that. And at the end of the day, he's got this like rich ass mentality or whatever. He's super bomb to you and things like that. And he's able to get out. He's able to help you with your finances. He able to do everything you want him to do. But he don't want to really be in a relationship or get involved with seriousness. You know, do you think you can deal with somebody like that? Because I mean, like, sooner or later, does people want commitment, or do they want just things that can help them grow?
Well, you got a lot of people that feel like at that moment they can deal with commitment, like they'll get into the situation.
Well, I'm talking about the guy who he can't. He don't want it. He got everything that you need in a man,
but he can't deal with commitment.
But he don't want to be with you. He just wants to chill with you.
That's what we call devil dick. You know what I'm saying?
You call it devil dick?
Yes, because that's you just playing with fire. You know, because you can, a female gonna always meet you like, yeah, I don't want no feelings. It's okay.
Right.
You want to be single? Me too. I'm doing my thing. You do your thing. Whatever. Everybody gonna start off like that.
Right.
But you know, y'all gonna start liking each other, and after a while, you gonna want to get. You know, and he gonna be like, wait a minute. We said from the beginning,
right, that
it wasn't none of that,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's where the problem come in at.
Why is that a problem? What would you say?
It go both ways though. Don't think it's men out here.
I'm saying,
don't think it's
for
men
him,
out
it's
here
like
that catch feelings
you got
too.
a woman who you dating. Well, not even dating. It don't seem like y'all dating. But y'all, you are, because dates are going out with somebody, having some fun, having some drinks and stuff like that. Dating doesn't mean
the point that I would say that I'm in my relationship is like it's a partnership of building towards, you know, it's like,
but what is it
already building. So it's like when it gets to the point where, you know, I feel like you had a conversation with Punch one time about how long do you date until you get married? Right. You know, like that topic came up, and for me that would be like, once you feel like you know, financially responsible. I think I was in the crowd that night.
But see, what if you? But I'm saying this is the kind of guy this is the kind of guy or kind of woman who's financially able. Period, and they just don't want to be in a relationship like that. They just want to date you.
Yeah, but everybody can't be in a relationship. They don't know how to.
Yeah. So could you stick with a person like that?
No, but then that goes back to how long do you wait until you figure that out?
And see, I think I can. It is the craziest shit, right? I think I can. I think I can deal with a person like that, considering the fact that you allow me to have my own life as well, still. Like, you will allow me to have my own family, have my own kids, whatever like that. If I just need to get away, like, you're always there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a lot of those people like that in the world today.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
but is that
that's
wrong?
The norm now.
But is it wrong?
It's not really like a secretive thing anymore. A lot of people, like different families, live their lives like that.
Right. Like you have this woman who has like 4 or 5 kids with this guy that has a great marriage and shit like that, but her getaway is to go with Sam some weekends.
But his getaway is to go out of the country to some resort or some shit like that. You know?
Right. Yeah.
No.
No, really?
I don't know.
I think I'll be with but you know what?
Sometimes
I'll be biased.
you want to, if you're the type of person that get up and you go to work every day,
right.
you know, and you like, all right, I'm putting in all this shit for my family. I'm bringing all my shit home. I'm doing shit the way that I'm supposed to.
Right.
You just want to have that person that you come home to.
Right.
That one person.
And then it's
right.
like, okay, you got that one person you come home to or whatever, but it's still that person that you were dealing with who is willing to, if your getaway, like say your woman can't afford this trip this week and you like, let me call Sherry right quick, and you and your boys just go out, and it's like she doesn't even really want to. Well, yeah, you guys will have a sexual connection. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, Sherry, just buy this little ticket, this week type shit.
No, you don't need to be going out with no Sherrys. Sherry do not need to be going out with you, and that's the man's problem. When women break up with a man,
why would that be okay?
Yeah,
but see, a lot of people actually are in these type of relationships, like where they have,
Why would I want to go with Sherry in the first
Sherry
place?
ain't even supposed to be thought of.
But Sherry,
what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
This is why you would want to go with Sherry. This is why you would want to go to Sherry.
Let me
tell you. Let me tell you why you would. Okay, look, we got Sherry and then we got Larry. Okay, so let me tell you why you might want to go with Larry. Say you got this little situation cracking, right? You got this whole family.
Oh, I'm not gonna play.
Say you got a family, everything like that, right? You got your family, you got your husband, y'all making ends, y'all doing y'all shit, y'all got a nice house, y'all got stuff like that.
Yeah, we got.
But at the moment, you're like, oh my god, I need to fucking get away. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
I'm not finna go to Larry.
Wait, no. So this is what I'm saying.
You feel me?
So it's like
listen to me. I just feel like I'm just the type of person, I'm not finna be in a relationship if I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
As a person who been independent and I'm okay with being by myself.
Right.
If I'm about to hang and slang, I might as well do it by myself.
Right.
I don't have to do it while having a man.
So let's cut off the sexual contact.
And then if they're not contributing to what you're doing,
and that's what I'm
if
talking about.
Larry,
but that's what I'm talking about. That's the contribution I'm talking about.
No, this is what I'm saying though.
Enhance your skills and make you like a little...
And see, that's the contribution I'm talking about. Say, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, we're gonna take out the vacation, we're gonna take out the sex, okay? We're gonna put it like this. Larry's your friend that's always been your friend. Or Sherry has been your friend who's always been your friend, right? Sherry. So at the end of the day,
she wanna keep talking about this.
But
Sherry though.
But it gets to a point where it goes like this.
I'm a Sherry.
No,
they all have y'all been friends forever, and then you got your relationship, whatever. Y'all understand that, but so understand y'all don't have sex anymore. Y'all don't have nothing like that. But now you are in a point where you like, I already asked my wife, my dream is to aspire to do this. I asked my wife, if she's down with my dream, to make this little podcast video, whatever. And she like, no, we need the money for this. And you're like, fuck it, this will make some money. And you got your home girl Sherry, and she like, yo,
I'm about to give Sherry some bread. Sherry ain't getting the dollar.
Sherry's gonna give you the bread.
Oh, Sherry gonna jump
because she's the girl.
If Sherry gonna give me some money, I think.
And it helps you and your wife and your kids in a situation.
And I don't have to do nothing for it.
You don't have to do anything for it. This is just your friend because you got to remember, they don't want a commitment.
Hey, you know what?
You would.
Got me feeling like
you might be compelled to drop.
Right.
And you
like
see,
maybe I just might have to.
You see how that switches? Like you got this friend who you don't have to do anything with.
She might put me out there and say, go ahead and go make that happen.
And I think I will be that person like, well, you got this friend. Yeah. He doesn't want to have sex with you. He doesn't want to do anything with you.
Go to get that bread.
I think I'll be like, go ahead and get the bread, something like that. But as for a man and your woman has a guy like that.
Right.
Like he's this guy who's balling. He really don't want a relationship with her. He just want to see her doing good. And you're as a man, and you're like, your wife wants to have a beauty salon or whatever, like Big Shirley with the glazed beauty salon.
Right.
And your husband can't do it at the moment, and you're like, it's the time. So are you gonna ask Larry or not?
That's so disrespectful in so many levels. I will not let Larry get my hair salon. Listen to me.
Thank you.
If I have to go to Larry to get my hair salon, I don't need no fucking hair salon.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because there's a lot of women who accept Larry money.
If I have a man, guess what? He coming in, he mopping the floor. He got to help take out the trash. He got to help me do some things up in there. And he helping doing somebody else's man, a whole nother man.
So ladies,
No.
like, comment, subscribe right here. Let me know this. If y'all, men and women, if y'all had a Larry or a Sherry that just didn't want nothing to do with you, this is your friend for some years, would you guys allow Larry or Sherry to fund or benefit things that you guys aren't able to have at the moment, or or you need something at the moment? Would y'all allow Sherry or Larry to fund y'all situation?
Ain't no Sherry and ain't no Larry.
I want to know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
And
Sherry
you ain't gotta
and
listen.
ain't no Larry.
And ain't nobody judging you on your thoughts. We just want to know your thoughts. Seriously, because I know a lot of people out there who say, bitch, I was at a time where I needed that money. You know what I'm saying? You had a set it off moment, like, I need that money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set it off moment.
I need my money, Frankie.
Ronnie.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? So
Ronnie.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not calling Larry and we're not calling no Sherry's, because you starting a big problem. If you trying to have a real relationship, y'all, do not call here talking about you gonna let Larry buy you that hair salon. Okay, no.
Listen, ladies.
Listen to me. Listen to Big Shirley, because I got the glaze. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure I tell you the truth. Do not call here and do not press whatever you supposed to press talking about you on a hair salon with your thirsty ass. Cause you're thirsty. You feel me? Wait till you stack up your own bread. Wait till you stack up your own bread.
Though. See, I
build your own credit.
I feel the same way though, but I would just, I'm the host, you guys. I gotta make these questions. I gotta do this shit. I gotta get y'all going.
You promoting prostitution.
I gotta get y'all going. But look, like my boy,
what I'm saying?
DJ Punch. It go back to my boy Punch. We had a situation about prostitution, or a conversation. He said these hoes need what benefits? They need a union.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Do you think hoes need a union?
What you over here is saying prostitution is the solution.
No, he said they need a union. They need people that's gonna fight for them.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. No,
DJ Punch said that.
DJ Punch said that. DJ Punch said in one podcast episode, he was like, I think these prostitutes need a union.
Like a legit union.
I'm like, do you think that? What you think, Shirley? These prostitutes need a union? Because I said the same thing she said, y'all.
Because
he's trying to say prostitution is the solution.
Listen to me. And you know what? Prostitution is some bitches' solutions. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a way to do things, ladies. Let Big Shirley tell you.
Everybody don't got it in them, right?
It's a way to do things. You know what I'm saying? You out here, if prostitution is your solution, you know what I'm saying? Just do it the right way.
Yeah.
What's the right way to prostitute the solution?
I don't know. Listen to me.
You gotta get under the wing of the right one. I'm gonna show you. Let me be quiet.
Nah. It sure ain't walking down the street cold, because Big Shirley gonna be somewhere with a blanket on and some chicken wings. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
With some hot
tired.
I'm tired. I'm hungry. My feet hurt.
I'm hungry. My feet hurt. I can't do it. I'm fit to go home. Like, that's why I'll be in trouble every time.
Yeah, that's the situation right there. I wouldn't know what to do. Prostitution is definitely not my solution.
And that's why it's barbershop talk.
We definitely not soliciting nothing
we up
like
in them barbershops. And we standing on our feet every day.
Yes.
And we listening to people talk that we don't want to listen to, because let me tell y'all, sometimes we just want to be quiet and do y'all hair.
Man.
Y'all coming in there talking and y'all telling us what we don't want to listen to.
What is the weirdest thing that you heard?
In a barbershop?
No, the weirdest thing like that you could think
just
of,
period?
that somebody sat down and just openly started talking to you about.
I had a lot of weird conversations.
Like, are you serious? Like, why are you even bringing this up to me? I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
My one friend, prostitution was her solution.
Oh, shit.
You know what? I'm not gonna even say that.
Right.
But what's your weird? Yeah.
The weirdest thing, man, that somebody came in a barbershop and said to me, you know what? I don't even think what they said is what they did. You know what I mean? I had this man walk in a barber shop, okay? Real story. And my boyfriend used this as a joke. It was the weirdest shit. He uses as a joke all the time. This man, he literally rode into the barbershop in a wheelchair. And he was like, he said something about you take walk-ins. That's what he said. He said you take walk-ins. And we all looked at each other and we was like, do we laugh right now or do we wait till he leave to laugh? But it was so like,
it was an awkward moment.
Awkward to a point we just was like, fuck it, we had to laugh. So we laughed and I'm like, nigga, do we take walk-ins? Like, bro, you in a wheelchair. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
oh my
you see what I'm saying?
Why would you do that to that man?
It kind of fucked me up. But I didn't say that to him. It kind of fucked me up.
But I think I would have laughed too.
It was the weirdest shit. I'm like, what?
Do you take walk-ins?
Yeah. And I was like, bro, you rolling your ass
do
in.
You
like,
roll in? Do we
take
roll-ins?
You know? But it was another one of the situations. I think
that's pretty funny.
The craziest, another one of them is it's always married men. It's always married men. They always come in and be like, hey, I got this little situation, Like, you got a situation, nigga. Why do you have a situation and you married?
They trying to find a reason to sneak away.
Yeah,
They trying to see if you're going to be that reason.
And you better know it. I see a lot of married men asking me questions about how they can get away. And I be like, why you coming to me? Like, if anything happened, she gonna, you know what I'm saying? No, I gave you the getaway plan. You feel me? Fuck all that. You know?
I'm not trying to get myself caught up.
I'm not trying to get caught up in no getaway plans.
Nah, we're not
I'm gonna let you get away too.
I'm gonna be messy with your ass. Are you worth being messy with?
Come on. And it'd be a lot of them, but that's just probably the weirdest one. That was pretty much the dude rolling in on me and asking me, "Kitty, get a walk." I'm like, bro, are you serious?
Just be a customer.
Yeah, it was weird. And then I got other clients who walk in a barbershop and then just sit there.
You know what? Being a woman who does hair, women come in here and they want to talk about so much.
Oh my God.
It's
women
no
are
level.
draining. That's why I'm a
no
barber.
level, really. You can't really say what's the weirdest things because we hear so much. They come in here, they talk about sex, they talking about their family, they talking about their money issues.
They men.
I've had a
Same thing
woman.
Barbershop.
Well, men are different.
I've had somebody try to
only gonna say so
negotiate
much.
my price.
They only gonna say so much, and they gonna get to a point to where because they just asking questions on how they can do things.
Have you ever had somebody try to negotiate your price?
Nigga, yes. In my face.
I think that's the weirdest thing when somebody tries to negotiate your price.
Right, to a homegirl, that's next. Like, bitch, I told you this price. I ain't tell her that price, Like, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to people. You be helping out some folks.
Yeah, and that's why, like, whenever you recommend something to somebody, it's like, you make the connection and then, let them talk because the number might not be the same.
The number might not be the same. For real. Y'all know how stylists is these days, and you know how barbers are these days too. Sometimes we work with y'all. Sometimes we feel like y'all that worst client and we gonna give you the blues. But I only have like one client like that, so you ain't gotta worry about that about me. You feel me? I only got one client like that, and you know who you are.
People make it hard for you to do their hair.
And he know who he is, but that's my homie. You know who you are. Right. But yeah, we loving it though. We appreciate y'all coming to rock with us today at Barbershop Talk. We had a good conversation today.
Yes.
Hopefully y'all got some stuff, some information up out of here, ladies. Don't be going out there getting Larry or no Sherry's,
Don't
okay?
call no Larry and no Sherry, okay?
But y'all can find me, Annie B, at at Annie B. Annie B Cutting at Instagram, Facebook. You can find Big Shirley. Where?
Big Shirley got the glaze, okay? And
where
it's
at?
The glaze, THA, okay? _glaze.
Oh yeah, and you guys, if you guys are looking for some TLC products and things like that, Big Shirley got the glaze, got them for you. That TLC, that NutriBurst, that things like that. She does sell that stuff, and we're gonna give it up to the FM Mad Podcast, and Innovative Culture. Thank you, Cam, for sitting in with us today.
That's right. It was a good conversation.
Definitely.
Thank
and
you.
we want you guys to like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Go on there, hit that bell, tag in for another episode. And we'll see you next week. All right.
Yes.
I'm like, if you don't know by now, let's get it understood. I don't know what y'all on, but I wish a nigga would. Wish a nigga would. But you ain't heard it, I'm the gas man. We funky like the trash can. Smoke the pound to the last gram. I'm like, still high from the kush I smoked last night. Wake up, get it going, still blowing like some bagpipes. Fast life, got my cash right in the weed so gas. They looking for me in the daytime with a flashlight. Like top ramen, I'm coming with the pack on me. Split your noodles if you ever turn your back on me. I'm getting money with everybody in my faculty, and way too real to be starting up some rapper beef. All I want is blue cheese, keep the salad dressing. Dripping sauce like them niggas out in Dallas, Texas. Want the world to see how them boys in Cali flexing. Work it out, got the trap doing calisthenics. If you don't know by now, let's get it understood. Understood. I don't know what y'all on, but I wish a nigga would. Wish a nigga would. But you ain't heard it, I'm the gas man. We funky like the trash can. Yeah. Smoke the pound to the last gram. Mr. Never not working, no part-time shit. Them fat cookie blunts hit like Marshawn Lynch. All I do is talk money, baby, pardon my French. Left the whole cup smoking while I'm walking out lit. Look down at my watch, it's 4:20 a.m. I ain't trying to make friends, I'm just trying to make M's. Loud challenge everywhere, turn your spot to a smoke out. If you ain't about no mota, then carte la boca. All I want is blue cheese, keep the salad dressing. Dripping sauce like them niggas out in Dallas, Texas. Want the world to see how them boys in Cali flexing. Work it out, got the trap doing calisthenics. If you don't know by now, let's get it understood. Understood. I don't know what y'all on, but I wish a nigga would. Wish a nigga would. But you ain't heard it, I'm the gas man. We funky like the trash can. Smoke the pound to the last gram. I'm like, yeah. It's your motherfucking boy Young LA, the real Young LA, aka the gas man, aka your favorite rapper's favorite trapper, you feel me? Yeah, I'm talking about smoking on the 8th in the backwood to the dome, it don't need no help, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, ugh.